Many dentists think ownership is a breeze and make a lot of money, and yet you hear about dentists failing in their practice. How can this be? And that's especially when failure rate of dental offices is less than 1%. In this video, I will touch on delegation of responsibility, common real-life mistakes that owner dentists make, what positions I hire for to make a smooth operational dental clinic, and what owner dentists' real objective should be. When dentists become owner dentists, it's a surreal experience. Well, in the beginning. This is where it really starts. All of the responsibilities are on you. Responsibilities such as rent payment, marketing, phone calls, operations, seeing patients, ordering supplies, payroll, and 10,000 other things. And yes, I said it's all on you because you're the one who's ultimately responsible for yourself. But that doesn't mean you can't hire the right people, and spoiler alert, you definitely should. You see, the problem is owner dentists get burned out by being Superman or Superwoman. But here's the thing, nobody gives an award for being the best burned out dentist, and frankly, trying to do all the work yourself isn't very smart. It's actually quite the opposite. And I get it, because dentists aren't taught about business or how to delegate people. We're taught how to do great class 2 restorations or root canals or whatever else. But that's why I create these videos, and for anyone who wants to know our systems, contact me. Clearlix Dental franchise offers consulting services to maximize your revenue without all the headaches. We have a dedicated team that just makes everything much better. I know this because I help dentists rekindle their desire to be owner dentists. A lot of them had been burned by owning a dental office and they said they'll never do it again. On the other side, some of the dentists I talked to always wanted to be an owner dentist, yet were too afraid to take that one first step. I'll give you a few pitfalls that other owner doctors made so you can prevent them and hit the ground running. Keep in mind that these examples are from real dentists that had some hardships while running their dental offices. I talk to a lot of dentists. Like, that's my job, to talk to them and offer solutions to existing owner dentists that have operational issues and also help associate dentists become owner dentists. And again, while you're hearing this story, keep an open mind because you may think it's obvious, but these are the most common pitfalls that I hear dentists say to me during our consultations. In this example, it's from a dentist that opened up fairly early in his career. We'll call him Dentist A. After practicing a few years, Dentist A decided to open up his own practice because he was so confident. After all, he saw so many patients and his bonus was high. Might as well just open up a dental practice and keep the profits all for yourself, right? Well, yes, but it has to be done right. Dentist A told me that he had a lot of help from other people because the path of ownership took a lot of research. In the end, it worked. He became an owner dentist. Congrats! But here's where it took a turn. After working with all these people, such as real estate agents, architects, and construction team to build his clinic, he was now seeing patients. But he had to do the marketing, the phone calls, scheduling, payroll, and the dentistry as well. What started off pretty good became a huge problem for him. Dentist A started to get really stressed, which didn't help with his health. So in the end, he threw in the towel and closed up shop. He chose to do associateship for several years until he found Clearlix Dental, and now he's thriving. All that he wanted to do in his dental career is now a reality. But what's the difference? As in, what is the difference between then owning his own dental clinic and now owning his clinic with Clearlix Dental? Pretty much it's the system and hiring the right people. I'll talk about the right hires later in this video. One thing to note is that Dentist A's story is probably the most common when I speak to dentists. In the end, you have to hire the right people for the right positions that will make your dental clinic successful. Alright, let's talk about hiring the right staff. I will explain who we hire at Clearlix Dental to make our lives easier. In the end, you'll need team members to make your dental clinic awesome. First off, let's talk about you. When you open a dental clinic, you are the main provider for this dental clinic. This means that every time you spend away from what you're supposed to be doing, i.e. actual dental work, you lose what you're worth. You are the most important person in your dental clinic. Next, you have the dental manager. At Clearlix Dental, we call them DOMs for short for Dental Operations Manager. So your DOM is going to be the most important person to you. This individual will make sure the operations are running smoothly. He or she will hire the right team members, make sure all the phone calls are being taken care of, schedule is right, patients are getting seated back on time, handle any patient complaints, ensuring payroll is being completed, works on compliance, setting up the team outings, and like 5,000 things more. Imagine you doing all of this. This would be a big no-no. You just can't. Next in line, we have our ADOMs. These stand for Assistant Dental Operations Managers. Pretty much, they help with the tasks that the DOMs have to do. Next, we have our PCCs. PCCs stand for Patient Care Coordinators. They are the people who will pick up the phone calls and schedule the patients into your schedule. They deal with any patient questions and also call insurance to verify benefits. And they work with greeters. So, what are greeters? Pretty much, they're the face of the clinic. When patients come in, they see our greeters. Greeters help with patient registration and same-day insurance verifications. They make sure all of the paperwork is filled out and entered into our system. And to finish our non-clinical admin team, we have our billers. Our billers are people who, well, do the billing. But there's actually a little bit more to that. In addition to billing, they also have to do something called remittance. Pretty much, it's double checking how much we're paid for our services and zeroing out any balance. On top of this, our billers provide any radiographs needed for insurance, plus they do pre-authorizations. So yes, you can see that already doing all of these tasks while seeing patients as a dentist is impossible. Remember, no one is giving you a high five for doing all these tasks and suffering. You just gotta be smart about this. And then we have our clinical team. This includes the unlicensed dental assistants, licensed dental assistants, hygienists, dental therapists, and dentists. You already know these guys, so I won't really explain it further here. What I will say though is that if you don't hire clinical team members, then your life will literally be a living nightmare. Hire people. This is an absolute must. A team makes all the difference. Remember, you're a dentist. You went to school for dentistry, not learning how to do patient phone calls or billing. In fact, take me for an example. I'm the CEO of Clear Lakes Dental and I don't even know how to do phones. Why, you ask? Because my director of communications take care of everything. She's amazing and the perfect person to lead the communications department. But it doesn't stop there. I don't know how to do the marketing and social media stuff either. But okay, I'm going to stop here before you think any less of me. I will tell you what I do know. I know that building a team will get you very far. It will keep you happy, effective, and keep you from getting burned out like this title of this video suggests. I'm going to say this one more time on this video because it's that important. You have to be clear on your role as an owner dentist. In the beginning, when you're the only dentist, you have to do the dental work. Afterwards, when your dental clinic gets busier, you can hire dentists to do all the treatment planning and all the dental work. Remember, you are a business owner. You can get super involved or work 2 days a week. It doesn't matter because your systems and your team members will help you out. You take out the loans and therefore you take the risk. If done correctly, you will be successful because you risked it for the biscuit. In the beginning, you are the main revenue driver. That means you have to do the hygiene check, procedures, and limited exams, not phone calls or billing. Anytime you spend doing all those things will decrease revenue for your business. What you need to do is generate revenue so you can pay your team for what they do best. So hire your number 2, which is your DOM, and make sure everything runs smoothly. And I just realized one of the most important skills is to know how to hire. I mean, anyone can hire anyone, but there are a few key methods and things that I look for when hiring people. So you can check out the next video here and see you soon.